Hi friends, this is Plant Lover Neil and you are watching Plants My Love. In this video, I'll show you how to grow basil from cutting. This is around 3 month worth of update video where I will start with the basic information regarding basil, different types of basil, from where it originated, and then we'll cover about what is the weather condition required for growing basil. Then we'll start about the details of how to grow basil from cutting. I've used the water propagation method, and we'll learn about what is the length of cutting required, how to prepare the cutting, and how much time it roughly requires to start a cutting from scratch. Then I'll show you the updates. So keep watching this video. Basil, which is also known as great basil. This is a culinary annual tender herb belonging to the mint family. There are several varieties of this. Mine is the common basil, but there are other varieties like Thai basil, lemon basil, and holy basil, which in India is known as tulsi. This particular variety is the most common variety of basil that is used worldwide, and it's basically used in salads and to top dress dishes after it is cooked, because its taste gets quite easily destroyed if added during cooking. I'll be showing you how I grew all these plants from 3 plants that I had got. I have used water propagation using cutting, and I'll show you step by step how you can also do this. Basil plant is native to the tropical regions, and its native range is from Central Africa to Southeast Asia, but nowadays it is commonly found all over the world as it is used worldwide. The ideal growing temperature for basil is around 24 to 28 degrees centigrade, but it can tolerate moderate amount of cold climate, and there are different varieties which also perform better in colder regions. The minimum temperature that it can tolerate during the night is as low as 10 degrees centigrade, and it can also tolerate hot climate as high as 35 degrees centigrade. It has got quite a range of temperature in which it can grow. So now I'll show you how to make the cuttings from these 3 basil plants. So this is the plant from which we'll be doing the cuttings. We have to select a branch that is at least 4 to 6 inches long, and we'll cut it just below the leaf node. So you can remove the extra branches that are coming out from the cutting. This plant actually has got damage from insects, so I'll be removing those insect damaged leaves first, so that we get a very healthy cutting for propagation. At present it is rainy season, so there are a lot of caterpillars that are eating off this basil plant. Otherwise it is quite healthy. So now I've selected this branch, you can see, and I'll be cutting just below the leaf node from where the leaf is originating. I also will be using a approximate 45 degree angle at which we'll be cutting it. By using this technique, the amount of root that we'll get is quite high. You can see I've cut just below the leaf node, and we'll later on remove bottom leaves also. So I'll show you how I'll be preparing the cutting. Just after cutting, straight away put it in water so that it remains hydrated. Similarly, I will be cutting a couple of more branches in a similar fashion. These are the plants that I had propagated from the same method previously. Less than a week has passed since I have transplanted them from the water to the ground. So the growth is not that much at present, but all of them are quite healthy and they will surely develop. You can see so many of them I have created just from those 3 plants. Now let us see how to prepare the cuttings. So this is the branch that we have cut around 4 to 6 inch in length, and we have cut it at a 45 degree angle. And the first thing is to remove the lower leaves. You can see lower leaves and the lower branches has to be removed. We are doing this to reduce the amount of transpiration through the leaves. That is, it reduces the water loss from the leaf by removing the excess leaves. We will be keeping only around 2 to 3 leaves at the top. This will ensure that the cuttings have got very good chance to develop roots. I'll be using this leaves in cooking, so that's why I'm keeping it in this container, and then we'll again put it back in water. Similarly, we'll be doing this for the remaining. And if the plant has got some buds and flowers, you have to remove them also, because the energy will get wasted in them. Instead of developing roots, the plant will focus on growing flowers, which is not needed. So we'll remove that also. So like this, you can keep those two big leaves also. By keeping larger leaves, I have found that the cutting grows more fast and it becomes more healthy. So you should keep at least two big leaves at the top. This is the container that I'll be using for water propagation. This container I have made from packaged drinking water bottles, basically disposable bottles. So I made some holes in these in which I'll be placing the cutting, and using that cover I'll be draining out the water when I'll be changing it. I'll add new water from the funnel that I've created at the top. So this makes it very easy to drain and to grow multiple cuttings in small container. This also reduces the amount of water required to propagate multiple cuttings. So I'll be carefully placing them in this container. So make sure to remove the excess branches so that it goes smoothly in these holes like that. The hole should be at least 1 to 2 inch deep, so that 1 to 2 inch amount of the stem is in water. So like that, slowly place it. Make sure to not damage the plant. We'll be keeping this cutting in water for around 15 days, or till the time the cuttings develop at least 1 inch length of roots. After that, we'll be transplanting it in the soil, and after 1 month the plant should be ready for full growth. Depending upon the humidity in the region, you might require to add a humidity dome. Also, the temperature for growing this is between 25 to 30 is ideal, but it should be at least below 35 degrees centigrade for good growth. Like this. This is the way I have recycled this waste bottle for propagating basil cutting. So excess water will automatically drain out. So you do not need to worry that if you pour excess water. You can use any other container if you do not have such kind of container. The only three properties that the container is required to have is it should provide sufficient amount of support to the cutting, and it should allow at least 1 to 2 inch amount of stem should dip in the water. Also, it should be easy for you to change the water, because we will be changing the water every 3 days. The water required for growing this cutting is simple tap water. There is no need for using RO water or any other water. Simple tap water will do. And as mentioned before, you have to change the water every 3 days, otherwise the water will get murky and cutting will develop diseases. So it's very essential that you change the water every 3 days. So the place where I'll be placing this, as you can see, it's in my veranda, and over here this veranda is facing towards east, and the south side of the veranda is covered with trees. So it receives only indirect light and some morning and evening light. This is very important in growing the cutting. The amount of light that the cutting receives is essential. It should not be direct blazing sunlight, and it should not be very dull also. So this particular area I have selected after a lot of trial and error, and found that this particular area receives the just amount of light to develop healthy amount of cutting. So I'll show you from close. This is how it looks, the final assembly. This is an update after 5 days. So you can see in just 5 days the roots have started developing. I'll show you from close how much amount of roots has developed just in 5 days. So make sure to remove the cutting as gentle as possible so that the root damage is very limited. Here you can see the healthy leaves, and at the bottom you can see the several roots coming out, just around 1 centimeter long roots. So at present you should not put it in soil. Let the roots grow at least 1 inch long, then it should be good enough to withstand growing in soil. So I'll show you others also. Some of them are not that big, but some are quite developed. Show you here. The leaves are not that healthy, but there's significant amount of root development, as you can see. So many tiny white healthy roots are coming out, and this is just in 5 days. I was really very surprised to see such healthy amount of root growth in just 5 days. Even mint plant does not grow such vigorous roots in such short amount of time. So basil, I guess, is the easiest to propagate in water. So this leaf is looking quite healthy, but the root growth is very limited. You can see one tiny spike is coming out. You can see over there. But if you give it enough time, this will also develop quite healthy roots. In a later update, I'll show you. And this is the last of the 4 cuttings. Yeah, this also did not develop that much amount of root. You can see a small spike is coming out. It's just starting to develop its root. Okay, this is an update after 10 days. And after 10 days, the plants have developed vigorous amount of root and it's ready to be transplanted in soil. So I'll show you this how much amount of roots have developed. You can see at least 2-inch long roots have developed in this particular cutting, and not only one, there are several, at least 10 root have grown. And see, the leaf is also quite healthy. Previously I had grown similarly in a similar container in an area which did not receive that much amount of good light. So in that the plants really struggled. So the amount of light is key for growing basil cutting, or for that matter any cutting. You can see this, there's so many 2-inch long roots in that, so many of them. You can see the new leaves have also started growing from the center, and this one has also developed quite big root system. You can see, so all the 4 cuttings have developed huge root systems. See, it's lovely. So simply remove it, and for transplant just place it in water, and I'll transplant it in the soil later on. Be very gentle with these cuttings because they are very delicate and tender. If you put too much force, the stem might get bent. This did not develop that healthy roots, but it's still good enough for going into the soil. You can see the cutting which did not have that much amount of leaf grew the slowest and the least healthy root system. So keeping the large leaves intact is also very essential for growing healthy cuttings. So this is the pot I'll be using for the final transplantation. It's around 8-inch in depth pot, and it has got 50% garden soil and 50% compost. So I'll be creating the holes using this tool for propagating these cuttings. So you can easily propagate 4 plants in this large amount of pot. I've already added 2 plants before, so in total there will be around 6 plants in this pot. So gently place the cuttings in these holes. Make sure not to damage the new roots. You can place the cutting quite deep because it will form roots all along the stem like that. Similarly, we'll do it for all the 4. Gently tuck the roots in the hole like this. After transplanting them, make sure to thoroughly water the pot so that there are no air pockets left. So I'll fully irrigate this pot. This will ensure there are no air pockets in the newly transplanted cuttings. So this is an update after 3 months. You can see the amount of growth the cuttings have got. So I have harvested several times before, but in the last 1-2 months I have not harvested. So you can see how tall this original cutting grown basil has become. So much amount of leaves, it's there ready to harvest. So I can easily harvest them every day if I want. So this is how easy it is to propagate basil from cutting. I hope friends you like this video. If yes, smack that like button. Share this video with your friends and family whom you think could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Plants My Love to watch more such videos in the future. I'll also show you the update of the previous cuttings that I had placed before. See, these are the cuttings that I had grown previously. All of them have grown quite tall. Thanks for watching friends. See you later. Bye.